today we'll be doing the Power Morphicon exclusive Legacy line for Lord Drakkon from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers The Boom Studio Comics, issue number 9. This is an exclusive for the 25th anniversary, only available at Power Morphicon in Anaheim. Luckily enough, a friend of mine was actually able to pick it up for me, and I thank him very, very much for this, as it is a really nice figure. So to start off with his accessories, he comes with Saber and the Dragon Dagger. Saber seems to be painted really, really nicely compared to the old version, which I don't have on hand at the moment. But you can see that the golds are definitely more gold and more shiny, and the silvers are a lighter colour, rather than the usual kind of muted greys that they would use instead. As far as the Dragon Dagger goes, I'm not sure whether I prefer this one or the one with the Green Ranger figure. I think I prefer the one with the Green Ranger figure. It just seems to fit in hands better. This one just kind of seems like a very weird mold they used for it. As you can see, however, the colours on this figure are fantastic all over. The golds are actually gold instead of like a horrible marble yellow colour that we'd get on the Zeo Gold figure. And the green is kind of a speckly, sparkly green, which really shines under any kind of light. The helmet sculpt is actually not the same as the White Tiger helmet sculpt from the original Legacy figure. As you can see, the chin is definitely more angular, and the dragon bits on the top are not just stuck on, they're actually molded in, which is nice. It kind of reminds me of the old White Ranger figure. I mean, you can definitely tell they used some of the Green Ranger body, especially on the torso part, which was always a bit loose, and maybe the legs, if I'm right, because the thigh seems a bit more looser than usual, you know, what we're used to from the Legacy figures. At least the arms have the nice ratcheting joints or clicking joints, the things that tell you that they're actually in place and sturdy. The paint on the helmet's quite good. The visor is a nice bright red, so you can actually see it instead of dark. The eyes are all really nicely painted. The black on the top is a matte, which is really nice. The suit is a shiny white, which is really nice. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but it's quite a nice suit. It doesn't reflect too much light, but you can definitely see him more than you would see the others. So let's move on down to the other details in the waist section as we scroll downwards a bit more. The belt is actually the correct colour. I wasn't sure what colour it would be when I saw the prototype images, as it was black and white, and I wasn't too keen on that considering it's supposed to be green. As you can see, it is green with thin white stripes. The white stripes are textured when you feel them. You can actually feel the texture on your fingers, and the morpher as well. I was really expecting to see like just a Green Ranger coin in there, just like a reused one, but you can actually see that they took the effort to sculpt a new Black Dragon coin, which is nice. The coin inside the Dragon Dagger is of course going to still be the Dragon coin, and the coin in the Saber is still going to be the White Tiger coin. Well, it would be, considering he's a mishmash of both. So that's it. But the morpher is very nice. At least you get the black lightning marks on it as well, instead of it just being painted a weird silver colour. And you can actually see the kind of like rivets on the side of the buckle, which I'm not sure you got on the old ones, but you can see it here. The arms, they do not turn. They don't turn at the forearm, they are solid. But it doesn't really bother me with posability. At least the wrists don't feel weak. They hold everything really nice and tight in place. They don't flop up and down. So let's move on down a bit further more to the boots, so you can see all the detail up close.
It makes sound.
The boots don't twist either at the calves. They're solid pieces. I do think they twist on every other Legacy figure. I'm not sure about the Psycho Rangers. I don't have any, so I don't care. But the boots are really nicely sculpted. You can see all the lines in. The paint apps are very good. There's no bleed over onto any of the whites, which is good. You still get the pivot rock joint, which is like an up and down wall socket at the feet, which is great. I never really knew about the boots though. I'm not sure. The boots are, do I like them? Do I not? Should they be different on Lord Drakkon? Who knows? They look a bit weird and out of place. Kind of like when someone wears smart shoes with a tracksuit. It just seems a bit weird. But I like it either way. It's quite nice. The detail on it is really good. You know, if you're going to get an exclusive figure of this guy, at least they bothered to actually put the effort into it. You know, with all the sculpt and all the paint apps, it doesn't seem like there's too much of a bleed over anywhere at all, if even. So let's get on to the posability, or pros and cons of the posability anyway. So for posability, let's get on to this. Let's get the ugly parts out first. He is loose here, right at the midpoint. As you can see, when I pick him up, he flops around a bit. And it's not me doing it super hard. I can even do it with just the wrist. It literally flops around. But I mean, it doesn't bother me as such. It's an easy fix. He does go back extremely far, so I mean, you could say his posability is great on that respect. And I mean, the leg seems to be staying in place today, but normally it's this side, it's really loose. He has the same posability, I'd say, as every other Legacy figure. You know, the only thing is that the arms are slightly hindered by the shield. They're slightly hindered, can't cross his arms, can't go up too far, can't hold it above his head, but he can get a nice outward spread of both arms and legs apparently. Oh, yeah, there's the looseness right there, here, when you try and pose him a bit too rapidly. But yeah, as you can see, his arms spread out quite far. He has a really nice flat foot as well. But it's a clicking joint in here. It clicks into place. I mean, you can't hear it, I can't think on camera anyway. But like, see now, okay. Yeah, this is it. Like, when you actually play with him, he has trouble. But see, he just poses himself. See, fabulous. The head doesn't move so far. I mean, for me anyway. Before I drop this light on my head, it can move side to side. I think he can do the 360 if I was to actually bother. Does it move up and down as far? I mean, I've seen others that do it. Mine doesn't. That might just be because the paint is a bit stiff or whatever. But I mean, I don't mind. He's a display piece. I don't plan on getting much heavy play in with him. His biceps twist, at least, if I can get to do it. It's a really awkward angle, but they twist. They twist. It's ball joint in the hands, so that's nice. So yeah, that's Lord Drakkon. Really nice piece. The box is nice. The figure is very nice. He definitely looks better in person than he does on the promo images. Right, well, have a nice day, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you.